Why are you really so burned out at your corporate job? And are you about to carry those exact same habits straight into your new business? That's today's topic. Let's dive in. Welcome to Break Up with Corporate, the podcast for women who want to plan their escape from the 9 to 5 and build a business of their very own. I'm your host, Debbie Mitten, a business mentor at Virtually Debbie, and a recovering corporate survivor after spending 37 years inside the Matrix. Hey everybody, welcome back. Last week we looked at the psychology behind why we develop these toxic corporate habits. And today we're looking at the actual business reality, how these exact survival patterns will absolutely kill your new venture before it even starts. When you're miserable in corporate, you think starting your own business fixes everything. But the corporate machine conditions us to behave in ways that protect our paychecks and cover our backs. If you don't look inward at those behaviors right now, you are going to drag those exact same patterns straight into entrepreneurship and trade one bad boss for 5 difficult clients. Today, we're going to talk about the 10 corporate habits that make for highly ineffective entrepreneurs, so you can finally start spotting them. So let's count them down. Number 1, low self-worth. At your job, this looks like accepting low pay, biting your tongue during salary reviews, or feeling like you're lucky just to have a seat at the table. If you don't fix this now, you will carry it right into your business. When a future prospect asks you for a price, you'll freeze. You'll get uncomfortable and immediately offer a discount before even they ask for one. You'll undercharge and run yourself right into the ground. Number 2, being afraid of visibility. In corporate, flying under the radar is a survival mechanism. You stay quiet in meetings to avoid the spotlight or to keep from being picked apart. But when you start a business, you have to be seen. If you carry that fear of visibility over, you are going to be absolutely terrified to show your face on camera, hit record, and post a video of yourself to market your services. And if people don't see you, they can't buy from you. Asking for permission. Well, right now, you have to ask a manager for permission, just to take a day off or go to the doctor, or move a project to the next phase. You're so deeply conditioned to wait for someone else's go-ahead before you act. But in your own business, there's no one to grant you authority. If you keep waiting for the green light from an imaginary boss, your business will completely stall because you're too afraid just to make the call. Number 4 is poor boundaries. Think about how often you let a manager ping you at Teams at 8 p.m. or let a colleague dump their last-minute fire drill onto your plate because they didn't really plan ahead. If you tolerate that behavior now, you are going to let your clients do the exact same thing to you. You'll find yourself answering client text messages on a Sunday morning, letting them rewrite your scope of work, and realizing you just traded one bad boss for 5. Number 5, lacking trust. When you work in a toxic corporate environment, you are always waiting to get blindsided. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop, that sudden layoff, the shifting goals. If you carry that paranoia into your entrepreneurship, you will panic the second a client doesn't reply to an email within 10 minutes. You'll waste hours stressing over threats that don't even exist anymore. Number 6, over-delivering. At your job, this looks like saying yes to that extra committee, staying late to polish a report that no one is actually going to read, or doing your colleagues' share of the work just to ensure the project crosses the finish line. You do it to prove your value and protect your reputation. You're a team player. In business, that habit will drown you. You will wind up giving your clients endless free things, scope creeping your own projects, and letting them pick your brain on Zoom for free, all because you're trying to prove you're worth the invoice. Number 7, hyper-independence. If you've been burned by bad coworkers or had people steal credit for your work, you learn to trust no one. You do everything yourself. But if you try to build a business in total isolation, without asking for support or outsourcing, you will definitely hit a wall of total burnout and fast. You can't scale a business entirely on your own. Number 8 is perfectionism. In corporate, a single typo or a minor oversight can get you judged by your peers or sidelined by leadership. So you spend hours tweaking the formatting of a slide deck or delaying a project for weeks because you're terrified of looking incompetent. In entrepreneurship, that delay is really expensive. If you wait until your messaging on your website or your offers feel flawless, you will never actually launch. You have to get comfortable putting things out there before you think they're perfect, or you will never make a dime. Number 9, feeling guilty. Oh, here's a favorite of mine. Do you feel sick to your stomach just stepping away from your laptop or asking for a doctor's appointment or, a quick lunch? Do you eat lunch at your desk? Yeah, we've been there. That's corporate conditioning. If you don't break that, you'll work 60 hours a week in your own business just to feel busy. You'll sit at your desk on a quiet Tuesday afternoon feeling like a total slacker, even though the work is done. You'll never turn off, not even once. Number 10, not giving yourself enough grace. Ooh, this one hits home. The corporate machine expects you to run like a freaking robot with zero downtime. You force yourself to produce flawless work even when you are exhausted and sick. If you treat yourself like a machine during this transition, you are going to crash and burn. You can't beat yourself up for not knowing how to be a seasoned CEO on day one. It's a massive life change, and it takes time. So I want to just say, listen, if you've recognized yourself in even one or two of these things, it's completely normal. This is exactly how the corporate system trains us to behave, to protect ourselves. And I know this because I spent decades in that machine and I had to untangle every single one of these habits myself when I first started my own business at the age of 60. It is a major identity shift. It's not impossible, and it is entirely doable. If you're ready to see which of these habits is holding you back, head on over to breakupwithcorporate.com and take my Corporate Leap assessment. It's going to show you exactly where you stand, so you can build a clean exit and start your business on your own terms. You do not have to carry this baggage into your new future. So let's break up with corporate together. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time.